Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the workshop for today. We're going to wait just a couple of minutes to have everybody join and get settled, and then we'll start showing you how to create a campaign in your autoresponder, how to create a capture page in InstaBuilder, and if time allows, we'll go ahead and show you how to do it in Leadpages too. And then I want to show you a way that not to get your account shut down with uh, social media accounts. Because if your link that you're using with social media has been blacklisted, your account will be shut down, particularly with Facebook. So a little bit about me, who I am, and why should you listen to me. I'm Shole Talbert. I'm an internet marketer. Prior to being in internet marketing, I've managed multi-million-dollar charities and private organizations. But a few years ago, when I got married, I moved to Costa Rica, and I've always been passionate about helping others. So I was looking for a way to make a global impact in the lives of others. And that's when I started searching the internet, and I found the organization that I'm with right now. And it has changed my life tremendously. One of the main reasons has been it's because a lot of the personal developments that in this product has helped me in my personal life and professional life. So uh, what I'm about to share with you is the experiences that I've had. And if when I started on online marketing, I didn't have any experience on online. So a lot of things was through trial and error. And also when I got the right mentors to teach me what I needed to know to move forward in my business, I figured that I'll share this information with you so that if you're starting in internet marketing, if you're starting to work online, if if you know these few things at the beginning, then you're not going to have any. You're going to move your business forward, and you cut the learning curve in half or more than half. 1 second, I want to check something because I put this on Facebook also. I want to check the Facebook. So that has already started in Facebook too. So bear with me for 1 sec. If I can move this forward. All right, it has started in Facebook. So okay, let me see, where is my, all right. Yes, it has, and I had to shut down my Facebook, so there is a delay in Facebook, but anyway. So let me go ahead and start showing you where you need to go in your autoresponder to start creating a campaign. If you don't have an autoresponder, there are two good ones. One is GetResponse. That's what I have, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you at. And there is another one that's Aweber. Aweber is a little bit difficult for me, and it's a little bit more expensive, so I have not used it. But let me share my screen, log into my GetResponse account, and show you how you're going to create an campaign first. And that's the first thing that you need to do before you go ahead and create capture pages. And the reason that you're going to be creating capture pages is so that you can collect emails, so that you can communicate with your email list, so that give them value. And ultimately, once there is a relationship established and there is a trust, they will go ahead and look at your product, and they will go ahead and buy from you because they know that you have their best interest at heart. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and share screen. I am going to be sharing my entire screen. So share this. Okay. Present to everyone, and let's see now. Something is not working here. Let me go back here. Challenges. Let's go into a new window. Okay. Let me know if you can see or cannot see my screen. So just type in there. Bear with me 1 second. I want to make sure that you are seeing it. Okay, then, yeah, it is showing that it's showing it. Okay. Okay, I am logged into my GetResponse account. And what we're going to do is, if you see this little corner over here, you're going to click on that, and you are going to say, create a campaign. In there, name your campaign. So I'm going to call it test2_campaign. If there is another campaign in autoresponder with the same name, it's going to tell you that somebody already have it, and you're not going to be able to do that. So keep changing the name, or at least put your name at the end of it so that it will be yours. So you'll just go ahead and say create campaign. In this area, this is the first thing you want to do, is edit your campaign setting. You want to make sure that you have your email here if there is any notification that you want to receive. But where I want to go to is not general, not profile, but permissions. GetResponse automatically clicks these for you: email subscription, web subscription, API. You want to uncheck all 3 of these campaigns, all these check marks, because it's going to ask you for double opt-in if you leave them on. So people, when they opt into your email, it's going to ask them to confirm it again. And a lot of people forget to confirm. So take these off, and we're done here. So I'm going to go back to my campaign in general. So I will go back to my dashboard. Check here to make sure that you have the campaign that you've just created in here. So if this is not in here, you just click on it and bring it up. So your campaign is ready. We're going to come back to this campaign in a minute. Let's go create our capture page, and then we'll come back to this campaign, and I'll show you why we created it first. So let me log in to my InstaBuilder. Now, if you are part of the company that I'm with, you already have the InstaBuilder in your system. If you don't have it, if you just have a regular blog, then it's a plugin that you have to buy and install on your blog. Over here, I'm going to go to plugins and applications. And this is what we want, InstaBuilder. We're going to be creating a new campaign, a new opt-in page. So over here, sorry, not over here. Yeah, it is, new page, sorry. New page. We're going to create a new page. And once it comes up, okay, you're going to choose your templates. This is all the templates. What I want to show you, how to create an what they call either an opt-in page or a squeeze page or landing page. I mean, people call it different things, but this is basically what this is. It's an opt-in page that you're going to be collecting emails. So over here is called either text squeeze, video squeeze, mini squeeze. So I am going to get a test squeeze. So here are the templates that are in here. Now for marketing, usually this is going to call traffic or call people that you don't know. So, and there are differences in colors that you have to be aware of. That if you don't know people, what color do you want? There's a psychology to this. Do you want, what color do you want? So let's just go ahead for the sake of time, preview this, assuming that we know the colors and this is the one that we want. This is the way it's going to look. So I am going to select this. I'm going to choose this. And actually, let me get this a little bit smaller. So if you guys are typing in there, let me see if there is any questions. Okay, if you have any questions, just enter it in the chat and I'll go ahead and respond to those at the end. Let's go back to where we were. All right, this is the way you're going to be doing everything in here. So when you click on this, this is a drag and drop. So if you don't like this, you can actually drag any of these things in here and put it in here. Like if I wanted to go ahead and add a title to this, I can go ahead and put it in here. It add a new title for me. And then you just go ahead and edit it. So let's go ahead and edit this thing. To edit, you just click on the pencil, edit text, and then you type whatever that you want, your eye-catching headline. This one, we're just going to keep it in here just the way it is. I just want to change a few things in here so you know how you can do these things. I want to change this, not the color of the text, but I want to give it a oomph. So let's go ahead and do this. So now this is a standing out. Oh, I don't like that color red. Let's change it to yellow. Okay, so here's how you edit this part of it. Okay, so all the text areas, you click on the pencil, you click on it, click on the pencil, and you can go ahead and edit it. Now coming to this area, okay, this is where we're going to be going to our autoresponder and connecting this to our autoresponder. That's why I said, let's go ahead and create our campaign first. And here's what you're going to be doing. So I'm trying to go as slow as possible on this one. So if you've never done this before, you can take notes and you can actually come back and see this again. So I'm clicked on this. You go ahead and click on the wheel. So edit configuration. So over here where it says opt-in HTML code, you're going to click on that. This is where you're going to come and put in your opt-in HTML code. And for that, we're going to go back to our email campaign, which is right here. You're going to say forms. This is my campaign that I wanted, test 2. So go to forms. You're going to say create a form. Because we want HTML, we're going to click on this plain HTML editor. Now, in GetResponse, they always want the name. So what you want to do is, oh, I see that this is not where the campaign is that I want. So I'm going to find my campaign. I click on the arrow, file the campaign that we want, test2 camp. So that is that. Now, if you've created an autoresponder, which it will be another day, I will show you how to create that. But if you've created an autoresponder, you want to click this. Even if you haven't yet, you can click on it because then you can go back and create autoresponders and it automatically puts it in here. So you click that, it says add it to your cycle 1, meaning the minute that, what is an autoresponder? The minute somebody goes ahead and enters their email for you, they receive an email from you automatically. That's what an autoresponder is. Now, over here, let's see. This is what you want to do. You want to click on the first name because you do want a first name, and this is where it's going to come. Now, if there is going to be a thank you page, meaning when people opt into your email, depending on what it is, they're going to be sent somewhere, and that's where you're going to have a custom URL page. For the sake of this training, I am just going to put one of my sites. I'm going to put in join.sholetalbert.com, and you'll see the magic in a second. Now, I've entered the campaign name. I've clicked on this. I've added it to my autoresponder. I've got a custom thank you page. I've got a first name. All of this is done. Now I'm going to put this code is what I want. So you're going to copy this, and it will tell you that it's been copied. Down here it said copied. Now we're going to go back to our opt-in page, excuse me, and you're going to paste that in here. Once that's done, say process, and when it turns green, you know it's been done. Now, before we lose any of this information that we've entered, I want to save this, but I haven't published it yet. So while we're waiting for that, I'm also going to show you something else in here. You want to change at the top, permalink automatically goes to what the opt-in page was that you picked out. So you want to edit that too. This says a super simple one. That's what we picked. I'm going to call this test camp. The test camp. That's it. And click that. Also, another thing is that you want to change in your opt-in is click on the wheel, and your page setting, you want to change your page setting, your page info. I don't do anything with the SEO, but page title, this is again, is super simple. It's the name of the template that I picked. So I'm going to call it test camp. So when people actually, and then I go back and save it. So when people actually click on this at the top, where you see mine is saying how to and lifestyle, it will show test camp. So this has been connected to my autoresponder. There is one more step that you have to take so that you do not mess this up. Let me go back in here, click on the edit. Now we did the opt-in form fields, click on it. Down here, it says manage fields. Click on the manage fields. You want to make sure that this is checked, required, the first name is required, the email is required, and it is an email. And then you want to save it. When you save that, save again. I save several times just to make sure that it has been saved. Now, if this is a report and they're downloading a report, then you leave this as is, or you want to call it something else. But just to change the name of it, what it says down here, you want to go back. You want to do, again, opt-in fields. Well, I'm sorry, not opt-in fields, opt-in form. And you want to edit the button. Once it says edit the button, then you have the button text over here, and this is where you can change it. So let's say download the free, I'm going to change this so that you know that free PDF. Let's say that. So then I go back and I save. Now it's changed. In that field, you can change the colors, you can change anything that you want. If you want to change the color of your button here that is showing blue, actually that's also in here. You won't break this down. You can just go ahead and play with it. Let me just go back to where I was. This is the button text. I want to change the button colors. So Here it's where it is. Just click on everything that it has in there in InstaBuilder and play around with it. You won't break it. It's very easy to play around and change it. So over here, if I want to change this to another color, let's say I want it to be green, I've just changed it to green, and then I go back and this is done, and then I'll save. I'm trying to make this really super simple for you because you really don't need to spend a whole lot of time in creating one of these things. The more you do it, the faster you get at it. But this is to get you started, because on everything that you do in marketing, you want to capture people's emails. Now, another thing that I want to share with you, let me see if I can get this smaller because I don't like the size of this. So here, I made this smaller, so this is up more. What I want to share with you is that this is a very important thing to do. And if you don't do this, like if you share this opt-in on Facebook, Facebook will not approve your ads, and you will not be able to do anything with it on Facebook. This is where we're going to go change some of the things that we have in here. Now, copyright, you can change it and put the name of your company. Let's say I'm going to put down like edit. Okay, we're going to make this 2016 company. We're going to make it happybloggers.net LLC, and make sure you take the word of company out. All rights reserved. Disclaimer. Okay, I am not selling anything right here, so I really don't need any disclaimer. Like if I was claiming I'm making millions of dollars on here, you have to have a disclaimer. You have to have a disclaimer policy. And I will show you in another workshop how to create disclaimers, where to put them on your blog so that you can just link to them. Terms and condition, I'm not selling anything. I'm just collecting emails, so I'm not going to have any terms of conditions in here. So what I will do is I am actually going to take these off. This is the most important thing that you really need to have on any opt-in page, and without it, you will be shut down, because this is the law. Anytime you collect email addresses, names, you have to let people know what you're going to do with that. Now, I have a privacy policy on my site. You're more than welcome to go ahead and copy that. Just make sure you change everything to your own name. Instead of this URL that is here, you're going to type the URL of where your policy is. Mine is happybloggers.net privacy. So that's where I have it. And the target, I want it in a new window, so when people click on it, they can go ahead and they can go into a new page. I'm going to save this. Once I'm done with this, these are very, very basic on here. Once I'm done with this, with all of this, there's a button here that says publish. Now I'm going to publish this. Then I'm going to get out of it so we can test it. Yes, leave this page. This is the one that I just created, the test cam. So let's go ahead and test it. So it's happybloggers.net test cam. This is the name, email address, and download free PDF. Now remember where I showed you, I'm just going to put in, let's see, put in one of my emails in here, okay? I'll put that in here. Remember where I said that the thank you page where you're going to send people to, we connected it to this. I'm going to click on this and it will take me to that page that I just put in. And here's what it is. That's the thank you page that we put in to our autoresponder. Now we can go to our autoresponder and test this also to make sure that we did get the email address in here or not. So So I'm going to go to my search contacts, view, actually get response sent to you. I had it set up so that I will get a notification that I got a subscription. So that tells me that I've already got it. Now I am going to do to test camp, search. There you go. This is Sholeh. This is the name of the campaign. And here's the email I just got. So it is working. Everything is working functionally. So let me stop sharing for a second. Make sure that there are no questions to answer. Stop sharing. And now let's go to our, let's see, close a lot of things, huh? To get to you guys. All right. Let me see if there are any questions. No questions? Okay. Now, there is one more thing that I want to show you on how to avoid being shut down by Facebook or by any social media. If you are promoting any, what is it called? Any affiliate programs, if you have any links, if you have any capture pages that are from the company that you're associated with, a lot of people start using that, and Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, if somebody marks these spam, that means that they're blacklisted, and your account will be shut down. So what you want to do is to avoid that, to make sure that you do not get shut down, is you want to mask the URL. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can mask the URL. One is when you have when you create a opt-in page, actually, so that opt-in page, it has your URL, it's not the company's URL, and it's not the company's capture page. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is that if you don't have a GoDaddy account, you do need to create a GoDaddy account. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen one more time so I can go to my GoDaddy account and show you how you can capture, how you can mask and forward a URL from your company, so that when you share the URL, you're sharing your URL, not the company's URL, so it doesn't get shut down. Let me do this one more time, sharing the screen. Share this screen. Okay, present to everyone. Now let me see. Okay. Here we go. GoDaddy. Okay, was it my account? Now, I have several domains, so this is where you're going to be doing. When you get a domain, I recommend that you get your name as a domain, not something else. And you can get your own name domain for $2.99, I believe, with GoDaddy. Let's just get one of these accounts. Okay, let me go to Sholeh Talbert. I'm going to my subdomains. This is one of the domains that I have actually forwarded and masked. So this one, it just says one.sholehtalbert.com. So I want to show you here that this is where I have put in, this is where you put in the company's capture page. Okay, now what I want to do is, if I go here and I do one.Sholeh Talbert, I actually don't know even what that is, but because I don't remember what that is. But here you go. It's a $1 offer.
Wait, this is my final offer.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this, but this is where it goes. So if I go ahead, okay, if I want to share this to anybody that I want to give them a $1 offer, I will just give them this URL, not another, not this URL, because if you put this in Facebook, it is blacklisted because someone somewhere somehow has said this is a spam, so it will stop you. So this is the way you avoid having your account shut down, and especially if you're going to be running ads or PPC in Facebook, you need to have your own domain, you need to have your own capture pages. So I am going to be stopping this. Let me see. Okay. So you need to have all of those for yourself. I hope that this workshop has been helpful for you. If you have questions, if there's other things that you need help with in getting your business off the ground, or if you're looking to start a business online, I'll be more than happy to help you out, to guide you in the right direction, whether you join my business or whether you find something else that you like. We're here to help each other. We're here to help the community, and we're here to have a fantastic life all together. So once again, this is Sholeh Talbert. If you have questions, go ahead and connect with me on Facebook or send an email to sholeh@happybloggers.net. I'm going to type that in here so that you have that at happybloggers.net. Send me an email there. And if you don't have GetResponse, let me give you a couple of links that will help you get those. Let me see. This is a GetResponse. Control copy. I believe you get 30% off, or you get 30 days free for GetResponse. InstaBuilder, you can look on it online. I believe InstaBuilder starts at $77 to have that plugin. But if you have Claw2Blog, if you have the premium Claw2Blog, you don't need to buy that. That's already included, plus a number of premium themes and a number of premium plugins. So you really don't need to add these things. I remember when I first started online, well, actually, that was way back when blogs were just becoming popular, and I was starting my own blog. It cost me close to $4,000 to create a blog with all the designs and themes and the plugins that I just needed. And then when Claw2 came up, it was like a dream come true, because for $97 a month, or $25 if it's a regular blog, but if I wanted the premium for $97 a month, I have all these plugins that and themes that I have more. I mean, I don't use all of them, but it's amazing, and I get 10 blogs actually with it for the price of one. So that was amazing. If you're looking to start a blog, you might want to go ahead and check this. I'll send you, let me see if I have a link for sending you the blog. This is a $7 trial. This one is a trial. If you want to test this out, you can go ahead and check this out. Test the blog and take a look inside, see how easy it is to set up a blog, because it's a step-by-step blog. So it's very easy to make. And let me see if there's anything else that you might want to do. If you want to see the system that I am using, I'm going to give you that too. The system that I am using to actually work online and get residual and high commissions. That's that. So you might want to go ahead and check that out if you want to. And besides that, if there is no other questions, I am going to say thank you. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you spending your Sunday with me, and have a fantastic, fantastic day. And bye for now.